Hey everyone, it's Krista from Krista Irene Art, and today I'm going to be working on an art journal page. It's going to be a mixed media page, and I thought I could show you some tips and tricks on getting started on an art journal page and sort of just finding your way as you're creating. This is going to be a no thought art journal page, so I'm just putting it all on there without overthinking or trying to create something. So join along and let me know what you think. Materials I have for this particular art journal page is just some old book pages. I get old books from the thrift store that are not in good shape and take some pages out. Just some scraping tools, brushes. I do have some colored pencils here that I never use, so I thought I'd try to use those, and some paint. I'm just gonna go with the flow and see what shows up on the page. So I'm starting with the Mod Podge, which is just a glue. You can use a matte medium as well to get the old book pages on there. So I put the Mod Podge on the bottom and then a little bit on the sides. And then I use a scraper tool. It could be an old credit card to get any air bubbles out. I'm not really putting a lot of thought into where I put these little pieces of paper. I'm just sort of eyeballing it and putting it on there. I tore up an old book page that I had collaged and painted, so I think I'm gonna, for me, again, I'm not really overly thinking it. I have no idea what I'm gonna do after I do this, but I want to put it there. And I'm going to take another piece of that and put it right here. When I did this page in the book before, I did not get the bunny's body prop. Like I didn't like the way the bunny turned out. So, okay, I took another piece of the bunny that I did not like, and I kind of like the way that looks. So I'm going to put it there. Another thing that I have that I don't use very often are these stencils. I like the way this stencil looks, so I think I'm going to do something there. At this point, I'm going to use my molding paste because I want it to be textured. And I'm most likely going to mix it with a color, like a dark blue maybe. I'm just putting it on my old book, and I'm just mixing the color. I've had this book forever, right? And it's ruined, so I'm not really concerned about putting a little bit of molding paste on it. I don't want it to be perfect either. I'm just going to do certain areas, and some of it's just going to be clear. So I'm just going right into the molding paste. Can't really be concerned with the outcome. I think I'd like some gold. And because I like this, I think I'm going to have a sort of, I'm going to add some titanium white, not much left in that. I don't want it to cover, so I need it to be transparent. So I have to add some kind of medium to it. I went with the heavy gel matte medium. One of the other things I mentioned that I really love is the iridescent gold by Golden Fluid Acrylics. I really feel like I want to add some there, so I'm going to do that next. And now I'm going to go back in with some of the white right here. I don't know why, but that's just what I feel like doing, so. Just gonna use a little bit of black. This one's ivory black. There's all sorts of different colors. There's ivory black, Mars black, carbon black. I actually am really liking what I have here, and I think I might just do something with the bunny and then call it a day. I expected this to be longer, but sometimes I have the tendency to go too far, and I just really like the way this bunny looks. And I don't want to ruin it. And this isn't meant to be a perfect bunny either. It's sort of just supposed to be messy. I really like messy. And I love adding black and gold to my art. I didn't do a lot of scraping, and I kind of like doing that too. So I'm going to just scrape in a little bit without any thought where I'm doing it. I'll give it a little scrape. And yeah, that's just creating a sketchbook page using different materials. So like heavy gel matte and newspaper, old book clippings, even your old artwork. I loved the bunny head, but I hated the body. So I just sort of recreated it here. I really like the way this sort of peeks through too. So that was a lot of fun. I'm going to give you a close up, and then that's it for today. And I want to thank you guys for joining me.